an error occurred. Wait a minute and try again. What? Okay, hang on. Let's try that again. Did you get an error message?
Yeah. Well, it just kind of. Let's see. Yep.
Try again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put a new code.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I think I told you to go live too quick.
No, it's okay. Ba, ba, ba. Instagram stream key. Did you take it off of being live?
I did.
Okay.
I hit not yet. Like there was a little button at the bottom. You hit go live and then another go live pops up. And I think you probably hit go live before I hit that one, maybe, because I told you.
Okay. Let's try that.
Ready again?
Yep.
All right. So I'll tell you what. I'll give you a hand signal after I've clicked the go live button.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's still saying an error occurred. Wait a minute. Let me try it. I'm just gonna hit the button. We're good.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Skip Money.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast Live. So I am very excited today to have a very special guest in our studio for the first time, and I'm sure you'll be just as excited as I am because today I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Dr. Leah Johnson, who is the owner-operator of the Second Arrow. Dr. Leah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Like I said, we're very excited to learn all about you and what you do. So if you don't mind, why don't you kick us off by telling us about your business?
All right. So I am going to open a physical therapy clinic, yoga studio, and coffee bar in Churchill in October.
All right. Very cool. So coffee bar, physical therapy, and yoga. Not necessarily in that order, huh?
That's right.
That's very cool. So what made you think, what drove you to take this journey?
So I've been a yoga teacher for about 15 years, and I wanted to take it farther. I wanted to understand the why of yoga making you feel so much better physically, mentally, emotionally. And so I pursued a doctor of physical therapy, and because I could be independent with my practice. So with that, I got out of grad school, and then I realized that I needed to basically get into the trenches and experience these injuries and what it means to be a clinical practitioner. And now that I have that, I'm a board certified orthopedic specialist. I'm adding the yoga back in, and it really fits because you do physical therapy, and the whole idea is that you get to know your body, you rehab from this injury, and then we boot you out independent and continuing to do this on your own. And that's really hard to do. And so having the yoga component is a way of offering people an option for continuing being active in a regular way safely.
That's important. So, and this is unique, yoga, physical therapy, and coffee. Love coffee. Love yoga, I guess. So what are some myths or misconceptions in the physical therapy / yoga / coffee business?
Misconceptions. What do you mean by that?
Well, some things that people maybe about physical therapy. What are some assumptions that people make about physical therapy that or yoga, either one that, maybe isn't necessarily true?
Well, I was actually just talking to a friend about that. So a lot of people, some people associate yoga as being like this elitist practice. And you can kind of see where it comes from because the drop-in rate, especially in Richmond right now, for some reason, is $25. And I don't know who can afford that. It's not me. um, so the model is to balance the physical therapy with the yoga, and I'm offering the lowest drop-in rate in Richmond at $12
Oh,
because yoga is meant to be done not once a month on a random day because you can afford it for $25, right? It's meant to be done 2 to 3 times a week to keep you active regularly.
very good. Well, very interesting. So just got to ask, I've interviewed other yoga instructors, and do you have goats or kittens involved at all?
No.
No. What's
No,
funny,
there's no goats. There are no kittens, but there is coffee. So
there is coffee, which is awesome. Yeah, I was interviewing a yoga instructor in somewhere, and I asked that question trying to be funny. I said, do you have any goats in the place? And she's like, no, but we do have kittens. Where there's a kitten rescue that brings like 30 kittens into the room. I'm like, that would be so distracting. I don't think I could do the yoga if there were kittens everywhere.
that's amazing.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting off subject here.
No worries.
So, outside of work, Dr. Leah, what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I am very active, as you can imagine. So I do yoga, I run. Today I really changed it up and I went swimming and I went to the gym. I have 3 children, so that doesn't keep me busy enough. I have a 14-month-old, a 6-year-old, and an 11-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah, and a
That's a
wonderful
lot.
husband.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That's incredible. So that does keep you busy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And the right answer for what do you do for fun is always time with family, right? That's always the best answer. So very cool. And running is good too, and exercise. Um, so let's switch gears for just a second. Can you describe a hardship or a life challenge that you've overcome and how it made you stronger on the other side? Anything come to mind?
Well,
Either personally or professionally. Starting a business isn't easy. I know that could be a hardship.
Yeah, that is a hardship. Let's see. I would say there was quite a few. Just, going through the Rolodex in my mind. Let's see. I was the first person to go to college in
Oh,
my
wow.
family. So my family is very rural, from a small town in Iowa. So
Oh, wow.
I would say, yeah. So pursuing my undergraduate degree was a big deal, and then going beyond that was a very big deal. And I haven't had any examples in my personal family, but I've had wonderful friends for guidance. But I'm definitely a learn as you go kind of person.
Sure. Well, what brought you're in Richmond, right? So
Mhm.
what brought you to Richmond from Iowa?
So I never felt like I quite fit in Iowa, and I knew I was always going to head out. And so I studied abroad. I lived in Spain for a year or so. I mean, I studied abroad, and then I found a job, and then I stayed. And then after I graduated from undergrad, I moved to Costa Rica because of an opportunity there. And then I stayed after the opportunity. I actually lived there for 4 years because I didn't know where to go. And then since I was around all these West Coasters, I decided to move to Portland, Oregon because I knew the culture. And it was really gloomy. So don't recommend it. And so I wanted to go somewhere that was similar to Portland, but had seasons. And so I ended up in Richmond.
Gotcha. Very cool. Yeah, it is kind of gloomy in Portland. I
It's
lived
not,
in California for a while, and it wasn't gloomy in Southern California, but I visited Oregon, and yeah, kind
yeah.
of rainy. Yeah. So, if Dr. Leah, if you could think of one thing that you would like our listeners to remember about you and the second arrow, what would that be?
One thing that I want them to remember
Hmm.
is, let's prevent injury together and create community. I mean, the whole idea behind physical therapy is to basically put yourself out of business, to keep people safe, enable people to have the tools for their specific body and needs, to prevent injury. And I'm hoping to do that with yoga. So,
Very cool. Preventative medicine, right?
yep.
Awesome. Well, for those of us who are interested and intrigued and love coffee and yoga and need physical therapy, how can we learn more about what you do and how to make an appointment or come see you?
So you can make an appointment through the website, or you can call me. The website is secondarrowrva.com, and Instagram as well. I'm pretty active on there. I'm always giving tips and advice and things like that. So
Very cool. Instagram and secondarrowrva.com, correct?
that's right. Come on out.
All right. You guys heard it here, straight from the doc's mouth. Well, Dr. Leah, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to of 3 kids and what sounds like 3 jobs. But really appreciate you taking the time to tell us about what you do and more about yourself. And we wish you and your family and your practice all the best moving forward.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And maybe we can get you back on the show sometime in the near future.
Yeah, once it's all kicked off.
There we go. All right. Keep us in the loop.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnptri-cities.com. That's gnptri-cities.com or call 423-719-5873.
Hmm.